Guys, Josh here from the Sunshine Tribe. I just want to tell you about and invite you to a workshop I've got coming up in just a few days. It's called How to Load Your Tours with Locals in 6 easy steps. And I think you're going to find it really, really valuable if you've suffered a lot this year, if you're really desperate for a clear, actionable recovery plan when you're able to bounce back and when your business is up and running. And so you're going to find it really valuable. Come along, check it out. So a lot's happened in the last few weeks around the world. There's been vaccines that are getting rolled out. There's been countries like mine down here in Australia opening up, and domestic tourism is booming. And it's not going to be long, I don't believe, until we see a big recovery all over the world. No matter what your personal views are on vaccination, it's coming, and hopefully things are going to start returning to normal very, very quickly. So if you run a tour or an activity, you relied heavily on international visitors in previous times, your road to recovery is going to come through the local and domestic market, because even when a vaccine is rolled out, even when tourism reopens, even when your city-state destination reopens, it's going to be a long time before international travel bounces back. So you're going to find this workshop unbelievably valuable, even if you are severely hampered in your ability to trade right now. You're going to find it really, really valuable. You're going to find it unbelievably valuable if you're up and running again, but international visitors aren't coming back. So what's this workshop all about? Well, it's going to be based on my personal experience. Now, it might be useful to tell you a brief story about me, my background. I started a tour business all the way back in 2007. I scaled it up fairly quickly to a 7-figure tour business. And at a time, it was probably about 4 or 5 years after I started, I cracked that $1 million a year annual revenue mark, and that was awesome. But something didn't feel right, and I wasn't comfortable with the way things were. And the reason for that was 95% of my bookings were coming from international visitors, and I didn't do any local or domestic business, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. I had this over-reliance on international markets. So at a time when I was doing $1 million a year, I decided very quickly and took some quick steps to grow my local and domestic business to something close to $500,000 a year. And it was at a time when I didn't serve any local or domestic customers, but I developed a blueprint, a clear, actionable plan that enabled me to quickly take my business from $1 million a year to $2 million a year by serving a whole bunch of local and domestic customers that I just didn't even know existed. So I'm going to share this with you in this workshop, my clear, actionable blueprint. And I believe that most tours or activities in any corner of the globe can follow this blueprint to absolutely explode local and domestic market sales in their tour business as well. So come and check it out. I'm also going to share a whole bunch of secrets, tips, strategies that I use that allowed me to go from no idea, no clue, $60,000 a year in annual revenue to really quickly scale my business, my tour business, up to one that was doing over $2 million a year, and one I was able to sell for more than $1 million. So I'm going to share a whole bunch of things I've never shared before, tips, tricks, secrets, strategies that are going to help you do the same. And I'm going to give you a really clear, actionable recovery plan, a blueprint to get your business humming along, and most likely a better version than you've ever seen before, much more profitable with much bigger revenues than you ever did pre-COVID. So come and check the workshop out. The link to get registered below, and I can't wait to see you live.